I really suck at video games, guys. That last Super Mario Bros. Video I made kinda put things in perspective. I've been at one of the first games ever made, one of the shortest too, and I still haven't beaten after 2 years in about 6 different videos. I'd like to be good at video games, but similar to how Christians want to have their priests stop diddling children, there's always just something to bring you down. But I'm not too bad at this game. Mario Kart 8, I actually got really good at this game, I'd say. Probably my best accomplishment is I got really good at 200cc, and I actually got 3 stars in all those cups, which there's a lot of now thanks to that DLC. The 150cc and mirror mode were pretty easy, so 200cc was really the only challenge there. And I figure I'm gonna go on a mission to not suck at video games. We're gonna try to live up to this channel's namesake. So let's take Mario Kart right here. They have an online mode. I'm going to get a score of 10,000 in Mario Kart Online. What the fuck's a score even called? I guess VR stands for versus rating. Okay, we're getting 10,000 of that. I'm a little nervous because this could take forever, and we're also counting on Nintendo Online working. So let's start this journey off strong. Huh. Used to be a little sharper at that back in the day. I might be a little rusty. This could be a bit trickier than I expected. Hey, look at me. I'm in first place. Let's go. Oh yeah. That's why everyone likes to rage quit at this game. Good question here. I wonder who's gonna lose. You know, funny enough, they actually weren't the person who lost this race. Shows how random Mario Kart is. But look there. Here's my first win of all these sessions, and you don't actually get a whole lot of points, so... you can do the math here. I'm in the 7200s. I need to increase my score by 2800 in order to achieve the 10,000 goal I gave myself. And that's gonna be a lot of wins. So here, how about this? I'm gonna play a good amount for this upcoming week, and let's see where I stand.
1 week later.
I am nowhere fucking close. I gotta say, this goal felt a lot more attainable when I started this challenge. But instead it's about as impossible as it is to find a group of YouTubers without a single pedophile. And after all this racing for the last week, I'd say the number one thing on my mind has gotta be the items. If you haven't played Mario Kart for a while, you know that this racing game has a bit more to it because it includes items. Instead of just driving around a race course, you can pick up such things like shells, or bananas, or mushrooms for speed boosts, or the ultimate star power. There's a whole bunch of them. That started all the way back in the Super Mario Kart days, and the items have evolved so much up until now. And I look back, they added, you can get double item blocks, and they had then 12 racers in Mario Kart Wii. So that just allowed a lot more racers to get a lot more items, and boy, there was a lot of chaos in that game, let me tell you. You go back to Mario Kart 8, that came out 10 years ago? Oh shit. It only allowed you to hold one item, so you couldn't really use as many items in that game. When they switched to Mario Kart Deluxe, you could hold 2 items, and they also had double item blocks on the maps. So next thing you know, these very all-powered items were gonna be all over the racetrack. Shells coming at you left and right, people constantly having star powers behind you, having to use those mushrooms to take all those sharp corners, getting eaten alive by piranha. Pretty much any item would come your way to piss you off, so the best thing you can do is get as many items as possible to help you out as much as possible. This is gotta be one of the few racing games where having like the most optimal path, taking the sharpest turns possible, isn't really actually the strategy. It's more important just to go out of your way to get the double items to win the races. That definitely showed up a lot for me in these last sessions, so that definitely was probably the big takeaway from all this. But even then, you can see I really didn't increase my score that much. This was a week of work. I wouldn't say hard work because I actually didn't play as much as I thought I would. I'm really lazy at life. But it was a week of work. I didn't make much progress. I really couldn't increase my VR that much. Which, I don't know what the fuck this is. I believe it stands for versus rating. Honestly, it could mean whatever the fuck it wants. It could be vibrating rabies. Who even fucking knows? But it's your score online that increases and decreases per race. It seems if you win or do well in the race, you increase. And if you lose the race or do just generally really poorly like at last place, you lose a lot of points. And if you're racing in a group with a lot of people with high VRs and you're relatively low compared to them, your VR increases higher after each race no matter where you place. Well, on the opposite, if you're actually the highest VR amongst the group, you get a much lower VR increase per each race, and most likely decreased. So if I'm in a group with a bunch of these guys who made fun of earlier in this video, my VR would go down very much. I also decided it might be a smart idea to track how I do in all the races. See, I have a little Excel file here saying where I'm doing all the places and stuff, and a little graph over there too so you can see how I kind of vary per each race. Somewhere there, my stats professor's probably jizzing his pants because I actually am doing this. Granted, I only got that like high school level of knowledge of how the hell to do all this stuff, but it looks pretty and hopefully it does help me. I don't think actually anything will help me here. But yeah, I think the best way to complete this challenge is to, well, just try to do as well as you can in each race, and if we're in a group of a bunch of talented people, we might you get our ass kicked a little bit, but our VR will generally go up. Just keep grinding it out, keeps getting the VR up. Another great way to increase this challenge is to realize that 10,000 is fucking impossible. Let's make it 8,000. I think that'd be a much more ideal way to try to complete this. So with my expectations lowered, I'm gonna play Mario Kart for a month, and I would like to believe I can get to 8,000. Let's see how that goes. Well, that was an unproductive 2 months. I don't know what happened. I started this challenge back at the beginning of June, thinking now I might be done this month, and I blink, and here we are in August. Well, we'll say 2 of those weeks were pretty unproductive. 3 of those weeks were pretty unproductive. I had to do the annual tradition in America where we shoot fireworks out of our asshole. You know, just typical stuff. But still, I figured I'd make more progress. Look at me right now. I still haven't got 8,000 yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to give up. That's what quitters do. I don't want to be a quitter. Even though I usually am. But I still want to go for it. It hasn't been pretty either. Like, look at my Excel file and like all the stats, all the races are going. It's gone pretty terrible. It's like a rating for a Steven Seagal movie where like the minimum best it can be is awful. Then it's everything else is below it or something. Got a few first places sprinkled here and there, but yeah, generally this looks like a travesty. If you think of the biggest shit you've taken the last year and actually observed it in the toilet, that probably looks better than what you're seeing right now. But look, I get it. You've all probably been here for a while in this video. So I think we're just going to skip right to the highlights. Let's go to the professional. What you got there for me, buddy?
That will heretofore be known as the roaster in the toaster.
Oh, roasting is going to happen, alright. You see here, I actually have a pretty good plan to take the shortcut and get in a better position. I honestly still don't know where that green shell came from. I don't think that's the direction that makes any sense to throw it in. The items are like a goddamn pimple on a teenager's face. There's just so goddamn many of them. The fuck you doing here, Peter Griffin? I think I should get like a pimple on my butt or something. It's kind of weird. Where the fuck did that just come from? It came out of the air. Is like God throwing them at me or something? I do believe a solid strategy is trying to get as many races in as possible, because I generally do at least get positive points each race. Oh my god. Alright, we got some time to kill. What's you up to, Boomer?
I saw this on the schedule, Jets during the Christmas holiday. I took 4 deux at 6 o'clock, knowing what this would be.
So I guess Boomer went off to get drugs. Well, I guess you could use them to get through all this craziness in Mario Kart. So you can see here we're at the end of the first lap. I'm in like 11th place, not doing too good. But watch this. There you go, just took a little over a lap to get into first place. How does that happen? Oh, 200cc on a course with a lot of turns to it. This will go swell. Yep, just like your toddler shitting himself in the most annoying situation, this race is going just about as expected. This is a cool transition though I did right there. You gotta love this. We can break this clip down too. As you can see here, I'm in 2nd place, then I go all the way back to 9th place. My mistake was I had like one slight incorrect turn, and then the red shell got me. See, we broke that down, and basically all we learned is I just got fucked. If you're having a bad day out there because you just bombed a test, or you're getting detention, or you're realizing to be sexually assaulted by your teacher, which it's kind of scary how much that happens. Just note that I'm kind of having a similar experience in my Mario Kart with all these goddamn items destroying me. I wasn't kidding, there's too many items in this game. This clip here too, I do not take the most efficient path. I go for the double items, thinking it would help me out. Well, I ended up going from 3rd to 4th place, I didn't really. But like, for how bad of a path I took, I should have done a lot worse. The items are controlling my life, just like Daddy was doing to Mommy. Okay, but I think we've reached the pinnacle here. I think we have. I was in 1st place this entire race, but then just a few items come around, and that 1st place, you see it right here, it's not gonna last much longer. Oh, there's 2nd, there's 2nd. I think all I've learned from this is I'm convinced that God hates me. Holy shit, I'm in trouble. Wait a second. Remember what I said earlier in this video? If you have one of the lower VRs in the group, you actually get a lot more points at the end of every race. So here we're in a group with like everyone's in 5-figure VR, so I'm gonna get my ass kicked, but my points will always go up after each race. So if I can just grind it out for a bit, I can get this final bit and get to 8,000. Look, 11th place Mount Wario, it's like kissing Wario's butthole. But I only got -5. And here, 3rd place in Sunshine Airport, we got +15. Looks like my strategy is taking off. You just gotta keep grinding it out. Yeah, using the lightning on me while I'm using the mushroom shortcut, it's kind of hard to deal with. We all have to deal with Steven Seagal existence, so I can deal with this too. Oh yeah, just go for it, you cunt muffin. Yeah, you can take 2nd place from me. I still got my 3rd place, I'm still gonna get my key points. Look, I am doing it right now. I'm at like 20 races right now, and I've experienced pain similar to what like Casey Anthony's children would go through. But I'm only 54 points away. Oh, I just absolutely love Nintendo Online disconnecting me. And just dropping all these points from me because they can't run properly. Oh, I just love that. It's just like the Bill Cosby acquaintance experience. It's just something you have to love. Alright, good, good, good. Hand me that second place. Just put it on a silver platter for me. We back at it. Feel free to enjoy this clip. I did put it in fast forward because I already did this a little bit long video and I want to make this extra long for you. Just notice how many good items everyone has. It's crazy out here. They really got to reduce the amount of items you get here in Mario Kart. It is a little too much. Oh, it's alright though. We got ourselves a first place. Oh, okay. We're Scrooge McDuck swimming in gold now. And I'm only 6 points away. Solid race right here. 5 away. Just need a few more solid races. Really don't want momentum to go down the drain. And it went down the drain. God damn it. You know, I'm just thinking maybe instead of doing waterboarding, we can make all like our prisoners of war have to play Mario Kart and try to do this challenge. I think it'd be a lot more effective. Oh, Animal Crossing. I do know this course pretty well. I have to do it every year for some dumb reason. Got myself first place. That's going pretty good. Just hold on right a sec. There could be a lot of bullshit items. I mean, this game's a goddamn farm. There is a lot of bullshit on the farm. But not right. Alright, we got the first place. Is it enough, though? I'm doing that math. I'm doing that math. 8,003. That is over 8,000. We have completed the goal. Get the fuck offline. We're not going to lose any more points. We're over 8,000. Oh. Go me. I'm honestly pretty amazed at how long this take. Let's go back to the calendar real quick. When did we start? And when did we try to finish? So that's when the goddamn video is supposed to come out. I don't even know if I actually made the date or not. I probably didn't. But wow. This was quite the challenge. And I'm not even doing the challenge I said it. I think the title still says 10,000 points. I just actually went for 8,000. This is a summer vacation challenge. Hopefully your summer vacation was a little more fun than mine. I just played Mario Kart and got my ass kicked. But I still persevered. Call myself a pack of lions. Because I have a lot of pride right now. And also it appears at the end of this my jokes have gone too. But I hope you all enjoyed this journey. It was actually quite the process. I don't know if I want to do too many more journeys like this, but maybe I do, I don't know. But this video has already gone on for quite long, so you can go and enjoy your time. Y'all are old now or something, so just go like masturbate on the pickleball course or something. I think that's what all those old folks do.